If you're ever confused about how to play Artifact Anvil, like what Artifact Anvil you should take and what comps you should play, this is the video for you. You know what? How about we go to my TFThandbook.com, scroll down, go to Nocturne Reroll. It's going to be Nocturne, Akali, Amumu, Blitz, Ambessa, Twisted Fate, Kog'Maw. It's really easy to play. It's just on 4 Automata and then 4 Quick. It's going to be like this on level 6. You want to play this comp if you can get one of 3 Artifact Anvils. It's either going to be RFC, Fishbones, or Snipers. If you see any one of these 3 in Artifact Anvil opener, you can just take this, call Nocturne, and hard force it. The board is this. You're going to roll on 6 for Nocturne 3. And Akali 3 is kind of fake. And then once you get Nocturne 3, you just push levels for Ambessa for 4 quick. And then after you level, you're just going to be looking for like any 6 cost. Mordekaiser is usually good for Conqueror Dominator. Any 6 cost, any 5 cost. Jace, LeBlanc is all good, but it doesn't really matter. You just want to go like one of these. And then the items that you usually want to go with Nocturne though, after you have this, is usually going to be like, it's going to be always IE. And then the last item is kind of flex. GS is very, very good to kill tanks. If you can't get GS, you can go like DB. You can go Ginsu. You don't want to go healing because you're range unit, so you don't really need healing for range unit. Yeah, you can also play the Sentinel version, which is Rel, Leona, Loris, Alawi. You can also play this version. If you're playing purely off range Nocturne, I feel like Automata version is better because you actually auto a lot, right? This version is only better if you have the augment too much value, where you can get like where you can play get infinite rerolls playing 2 cost units, Akali, Nocturne, Leona, Rel. And then, yeah, so this is the 3, okay? And then another comp you can play is going to be Ambushers. So Ambushers, going to the TFT comps, you go to Ambushers here. It's this comp. Powder, Camille, Smeech, Echo, Jinx. Maybe no Jinx for now. And then you play Scar, Loris, Garen. This is going to be the board you're going to be rolling for on 7. You go Smeech 3, Camille 3, and you push levels. The artifacts that are good in this comp is Silvermere Dawn is really good on Camille. You can reroll Camille if you hit Silvermere. You can also go Silvermere on Smeech. And then besides that, you can go Death's Defiance on Smeech. You can go Prowlers on Smeech. Prowlers on Camille is very good. You can also go Spectral on Camille is very good as well. Spectral Smeech is not very good because he just jumps away. But the ones that you're looking for is like Silvermere, Prowlers, Spectral, basically. Death's Defiance. I would not take an artifact for Echo and play for Echo because you're not guaranteed Echo 2. So you're never going to get... Also, Echo is so contested in Scrap that you're probably never going to get Echo 2. So you can't play around Echo. But this is the comp you can play with like Silvermere, Prowlers, Spectral, Death's Defiance. You can also play this with like Triforce and like maybe Mittens. Mittens and like Triforce isn't OP enough where you can just like force this with no Camille, no Smeech copies.
TFT.
Let me see if Collector is good. Okay, Collector is trash. Don't play with Collector. All right, that's it for this comp. Another comp that comes to mind is going to be Renata Reroll. Again, this video is going to be a lot of reroll because a lot of reroll comps abuse Ornn items. Renata Reroll, this plus like Singed. Renata, Morag, Vex, Rel, Singed, and then like Alawi, Aurelia or something like this. 4 Sentinel, 4 Visionary. You can also push levels for 6 Visionary if you hit Heimer and like Malzahar. The items you want to go for this is going to be tank items. It's going to be either Light Shield Crest is very good. Spirit Visage is very good. And Innervating Locket is very good on Rel. If you get any of these tank ones, you can hard force this comp. Rel 3 abuses these items really well. And Light Shield is generally good in Sentinels. Manazane has really good stats in this comp. I don't know why though. Seems like Manazane would not be good on her. Let me put Manazane in Renata and see the items here. Manazane Archangel is good. Wait, what? Okay, honestly, it's probably fake. I wouldn't play Archangel with this. So these are the 3 tank items you would play for this comp. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Manazane. Manazane's also very strong. If you have Manazane, you can either play Silco or like Sorks. Manazane's also takeable. Play towards Dominators, play towards Sorks.
Congrats,
super good.
Challenger.
Backline
TFT.
Swain with Manazane is Giga Broken.
This isn't set 4.5 revive.
So Manazane is techable. If you have like a Lux 2, Zyra 2 opener, you can definitely take Manazane and tempo it. That's Manazane. And other ones you can tank just to tempo is going to be like Trickster's Glass. Trickster's Glass is usually pretty good if you put it on a 2-star. You just get 2 2-stars and you can tempo with this and play anything. So this is very good for tempo. Light Shield Crest is good for tempo. And Hole Crusher is good for tempo. And Visage is good for tempo. Any of these like tank ones are usually very good for tempo. Yeah, the next time I'll talk about is Urgot Reroll. Urgot Reroll is going to be Urgot, Zyra, Nunu, GP, Trist, and Elise. You're going to be rolling on 6, Urgot 3, push levels for Ezreal and Corki. The artifacts that are good in this comp, the best one is Innervating Locket. If you get Innervating Locket, you can force this comp. You can also force the Renata comp, as we talked about earlier. Death's Defiance is also very good. And then Triforce and like Mittens is like kind of acceptable, but it's not broken enough for you to hard force. Like Triforce and Mittens is also acceptable. Yeah, Visage Urgot also has pretty good stats. Visage Urgot. So as you can see, there's a kind of a pattern here. Like there's like some OP ones, and then there's ones that are like untakeable. This is for Urgot Reroll. Okay, another one I can think about is, oh yeah, it's going to be Kog'Maw Reroll. Kog'Maw Reroll is like rarely played nowadays, but if you get Wit's End or Lichbane, and you also have like a Ginsu opener, you can definitely hard force Kog. But you really want Ginsu with Kog, because Ginsu makes these 2 items broken. Otherwise, I usually wouldn't play Kog'Maw. Another one I can think about here is going to be like Tristana Reroll. If you have Gold Collector on Tristana, it's super good. Let's say you have like a Gold Collector IE opener with Tristana. You can just play Tristana Reroll. It's just like, it's a different version. It's like Sentinel version where you play like this, and then you play 4 Artillerist, 4 Sentinel, Ezreal, Urgot, Corki, and you roll on 6 for Corki 3, Urgot 3. No, Trist 3, Urgot 3, and then you can also like dual carry Urgot. And then from this, the Gold Collector Tristana is like very good. On Urgot Reroll, do you really want Elise in the back 2 rows? No, Elise is front row. Don't worry about positioning too much. If you have the option between Arch or Gunblade on Cog, what are you making? Always Gunblade. Gunblade is more important than Arch. Unless it's like Lichbane, right? Unless it's like this, right? This heals a holder for all 35% magic done. So like if you have Wit's End, you already have healing. So like getting Archangel is pretty good. But you need healing on Kog'Maw because you just die to random stuff if you don't have healing. Okay, other than that, I can't really think of any more like artifacts where like it gives you a certain route. Here are some like untakeable artifacts that I would never take. Blighting Jewel, trash. DFG, honestly, DFG is like okay, I guess, but it's like not that good. If you honestly, like, you can go DFG mages, but like I would never take Horizon Focus first. Ludens, I wouldn't really take first. Mogul's Mail is like kind of sus unless you have like super tank. Seeker's Armguard, never take. Trenchcoat is, I mean, you can play, I'm not gonna talk about family reroll, but because I think that comp sucks, but you can throw Trenchcoat family, but like I would never take that. I would never take Talisman. I would never take Zonia's. And is there anything else that's like a never take? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put DFG up here. So basically, there's 9 that you should never take, but like for the other ones, you always have an angle for. It's like very, very hard for you to just get a really bad artifact. Like obviously it's still possible, but it's really hard to just like miss not a single takeable artifact. Hole Crusher is good. Hole Crusher is good. Hole Crusher is good for tempo. It's a pretty good frontline item. Zonia's Mort is good. Yeah, Zonia's Mort is good, but you're not taking an artifact on 2-1 for a 5 cost. Like, yes, there are very, very, very specific spots where you can take some of these. Like if you have like Morgana 3, you can take Blighting Jewel. If you have Zyra 3, you can take Horizon Focus. But we're talking about like, you know, like consistency, right? So anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys learned how to play Jace Encounter, the artifact Anvil. Not even Jace Encounter. You can just pop Portable Forge and play any one of these comps. And yeah, peace.